here for a moment before we go up. I'd like to just gather around this grate a little bit and look down.
Oh, wow.
And you're looking down maybe, what, 30, 40 feet. Piers that we're standing between, these are the support columns. They look like they're standing on the floor, just like we are, but they're not. Beneath each one of these piers, all of these here, are other piers beneath here that go all the way down to the bedrock.
Oh, it's a
So any
bedrock.
big building like a skyscraper, church like.
Michael, you should go. No. Come on.
You see if the lights are on or not.
Just go. Go.
Looks like it's on.
Follow.
But let me just double check. Yeah, we're good.
Ooh, this is a behind the door thing.
You might have to just hold this door open as
Okay.
you walk by for the person behind you, because it doesn't stay.
Okay. Hold it. Oh, wow. Whoa, this is interesting.
Thank you. Left here watching.
Central Park.
Oh, yeah. That's right, exactly. It could be a little over. So
Yes.
You don't have to go to the gym today.
Yeah, exactly.
Columbia University is right up over there, also as King's College.
Oh, really?
Right. And so, and other colleges that are associated with education, and even some prep schools and so forth. Those are the images that you see there. When you
Oh,
come
I
up to
see.
the upper area, typically you would have two saints, like a blade, right, like a lance.
Right.
Typically you have two saints in each that are associated with the theme below, so in this case education. And at the very top in the oculus is always Jesus.
Okay.
So it's kind of an interesting sort of hierarchy. Doesn't matter what the theme is. The lower window, you're in this world. Then you come up to kind of like the saintly world, and then perhaps what you might think of as the heavenly world. And that's the format for all the windows here.
I see.
So if we go back to education, yeah, I'm going to ask you about that in a second. So let's take a look at these with the red halos right behind their heads, right? So this one here is St. Hilda of Whitby, England.
Okay.
Whitby is a port town, a village on the coast, the Northumbrian coast, so it's the northeastern part of England. She lived in the 7th century, so that's the 600s, a long time ago. And she established a monastery there that became extremely important in the spread of Christianity throughout Britain. And so here's a woman who in this we're familiar with, and that's St. Thomas Aquinas. St. Thomas Aquinas, 13th century philosopher, theologian, and so forth. He wrote something called In Each Case, but he's always the ultimate.
Right, so this
in
is...
this case, he would be considered to be the ultimate teacher.
Oh,
That's
I
his
see.
education.
Jesus as ultimate teacher.
Yeah. Now, you noticed at the bottom, if you look below their feet, they're called a predella. Each window has a predella, the upper windows. And in a predella, just like in a painting, you would have images down here that are related to the images above, right? So you noticed, what did you see, Oxford?
Yeah?
Okay, you see Oxford written down there?
Right.
And you see what else?
Bishop.
Bishop Flaubert, and what else? Chartres. Chartres is a cathedral near Paris. So the reason those two things are there is the fact that. So are you a musician? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and so.
Yeah. Wow, look at this. On the castle stairs. This is a good exercise. Oh my gosh. Hello, Daddy. Okay. We're here. Wow. Amazing.
Are these things. If you look at them, there's a whole line of them go both ways. It's kind of like perpendicular walls that are bracing this wall behind me, keeping it from going that way.
I see.
So that's what a buttress basically is.
Buttress, got
Now, you
it.
probably may have heard the term flying buttresses.
Keep going.
See that glasses off? Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're going to go back down that way.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, doing well, doing well. Good.
I'm not dropping my phone. Thank you.
And we're also at the clerestory level, right? Clerestory level. So the two windows that we're looking at here, this bay over here, remember they have, each bay has a lower window and upper window.
Right.
So, this bay is dedicated, and you'll feel more at home here. This is dedicated to
Health?
medicine.
Oh, medicine. Yay.
Any-
Health and medicine. Awesome.
No? Are you medicine? No, so yeah, medicine. So if you go down and look at the bay down, the window down below, remember all those windows below are going to treat the image, the theme in world terms. You can find down there John Lister, the first one to sterilize instruments here in America.
Oh, yeah.
Look up there and say Luke. It's St. Luke.
Oh, St. Luke.
Yes. So the S is there, the T is there, U is there, L rather, and K-E, so it's St. Luke. Okay, that's who that is. But the reason you were able to do that, well, we can all do it as we go into the
Communications
it treats
bay.
communications in a historical way. So you can find someone beating on a drum, sending smoke signals, all the way to the television, which is in that window down there.
All right. One more step. All the way. Ooh, this is so fun. Yeah, lots of climbing. No, Mom did. Oh, wow. Good exercise. Whew. Okay. Here's my exercise. Okay, we are over here. This is amazing.
So this is the circle I was pointing to from below, if you recall.
Yeah.
It's like photographers having, that's you all work on cameras.
I know.
If you look down this way particularly, any place in the world where we have these circles with these cusps in them, like they are, going all the way down to that, down stained glass. It's pretty remarkable.
Yeah. Amazing.
Except this isn't in glass.
Amazing.
What's interesting about this church, especially the seal that we're looking at here. First of all, if you go back to the beginning of the Gothic style back in Europe in the 13th century, so 12th century, one of the innovations back then in terms of building with stone was to use ribs made of limestones in the shape of an arch, of course. Now we're coming this way, intersect right here where the change. So all the weight up here, think about it this way, is being channeled primarily through these ribs. And where's it going? In this case, it's going right into that column. Where's the weight going down? The column's taking it all the way down, and it doesn't stop at the floor. It goes to that subterranean
base,
column, it's taking
right.
it all the way down to the bedrock. So you can see the forces of gravity being channeled, in this case, 4 different directions, in order for this building to stand. It's pretty remarkable. Because it's named after a guy by the name of Rafael Guastavino, who came from Barcelona, Spain, in the late 1880s, settled up in Boston, did the Boston Library, hooked up with some of the major architectural firms at that time,
I see.
like McKinley and White, who did Columbia University, for example. And, you know, it's a chapel, it's a small building, but anyway. So it's pretty amazing stuff. Where else could you find it? Underneath 59th Street Bridge, Lower Manhattan, or Midtown Manhattan, is a place called Guastavino's, an open air market. It's still there, except it's not a market anymore. It's gone to various.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Go to your left this way.
Okay.
Follow me.
Oh, careful.
This is kind of cafeteria.
Yeah. Woo.
Still not at the top.
Wow. This is amazing. We're at the top. Okay. Let me take a picture of you guys.
Yeah.
We were there.
And if you
Michael,
come up
you see
along
that?
this balustrade here, this wall, you can look down at the property of the church itself.
Oh.
So this is 11.5 acres of property.
Yeah.
You can see the last thing that was built. The farthest thing, the lighter stone. That's part of the unfinished part. That's the south bell tower. Should be a spire, right? Be like a
Oh.
But they ran where I'm carrying it on my pocket for.
Amazing.
So what you're looking at here is what we're seeing. You see people there, but that's where what you're seeing right there is built.
Okay.
But at that time, obviously, it wasn't built yet.
I
right?
see, I see.
No more stairs.
Uh-huh.
It's all flat.
Oh, okay, I should take my sunglasses off.
Yeah, you don't want some glasses in here.
Wow.
And what I want you to do is
Wow,
go
what's
down
this?
ramp to that blue gate.
Okay. Whoa. This is like the top of the church. You don't see it. This is the top of the ceiling, so everything you see is basically decoration. It's not the structure. These are actual structure. Yes, 下楼梯就要更小心了。我操！This is like careful, guys. Whoa. 下楼梯有点比上楼梯难。Call this exiting thing. Wow, we made it.